So, one of the little known unexpected benefits of this CNC machine I never thought about when I first got it. You know, I was looking at more automation, what I can do with it and all that good stuff. And, you know, that's all fantastic. But what I didn't consider is this. If you notice the difference between this machine, looking at the ways, looking at everything here, and this machine. If you look on the floor, you see all these chips, all this mess that I'm going to have to clean up. I did a couple of parts in my mill, and the second op was just to face off the top or the bottom part of the part. And in here, I did the bulk, 99% of all the machining for that part. And I had two. I had one here and I had one here, and it just jumped back and forth and did the parts for me. After that, I brought the parts out to my new little bandsaw here so I could cut off the excess that was being held in the vise. And then I came over here and thought, you know, hey, instead of programming this in, I'm just going to stick these in here, and I'm going to use this little face mill here to knock those off. A little bit easier than having to program everything, and so, you know, really nice. But what I didn't consider is the cleanup. So I just did this in this machine. I faced off 4 parts, just 4 small parts, one small operation. And all of these chips were generated by that. And all over the floor. And this has always been the bane of everything that I've done in my shop is, good Lord, look at the mess that it creates. So, you know, still glad I have the machine. Love the fact that I can do that. It saved me a lot of time, but I'm going to pay for that time in cleanup. I'm going to have to come over here and clean this up. Now, contrast that to this machine. You can see where most of the chips are. I just shove them right out of here with a nice button right in here somewhere. Yeah, right there. So all I do when I'm done, and I do this every time I do something, I pull the table over here, I pull the tool out of here, and I rinse out the machine. And you can see it's nice and clean. Everything's been rinsed down into the chip auger, which runs it over to there. So, you know, just works way better. As opposed to, like I said, this big stinking mess that I'm going to clean up here in the next few minutes. And that's going to take me a while. You know, I've done projects on these machines that the cleanup took longer than the project, where over here the cleanup is nil. Takes, you know, 5 minutes. Just a quick hose down, rinse everything down, and throw it out the chip auger, and at some point I'll just take these and get rid of them. So just a little benefit of a CNC machine in my little shop. So hopefully one of these days I'm going to get a CNC lathe as well, and I'm considering, so I'm going to sell this one because I really don't need 2 at this point, and I like this one better, but I'm going to sell that machine, move this one over here for now, and eventually what I'm thinking is this may, because I've spent all the money insulating this, I keep it temperature controlled year round pretty much. I am debating at making this basically a CNC shop, just strictly a CNC shop. maybe my manual machines I may put in my new shop that I'm going to build here shortly. And this thing I can see a lot of uses for, and I really like it. I like keeping it around, but I barely ever run this machine. I just don't come up with that many uses for it, even though it's just a cool machine. And I can't bring myself to get rid of it. So this one will probably go in my new shop as well, and try to save room in here basically for milling machine or CNC machines, CNC lathe, and I may even at some point try to find another one of these in a few years that's a little more up to date. I don't know if I will yet or not, but so far this one has been fantastic. But this is a VF0, which is essentially a VF1 with a belt drive. So a gearbox up here for a VF1. And I think you could get VF1s with a belt drive as well. But the VF2s are essentially the same footprint, the same cabinet. Everything here is the same distance, but your table is bigger and your travel is longer. So you actually get quite a bit more machine in the same footprint. And I figure if I can find a VF2 at some point that maybe is a little bit newer, maybe has a nicer control. Can't complain about this one so far, but you know, a little bit newer control wouldn't hurt. Something that I could do a little bit more with. I probably won't get rid of this one. But anyway, I just got way off the topic, but that was just one quick thing that I was thinking the other day. It's like, man, something you really don't think about, being able to rinse this thing out quickly, get all the chips out of the way, and you have a nice, clean, ready to use machine in 5 minutes. So when I get done, I rinse everything out. It's clean. I walk out the door and I feel great at that point. I've made parts. I've got a clean place to work. By contrast, come over here, mill stuff, get done, got to get it to my customer or get it wherever I'm going to get it. And you just feel like something's not done. And I did that. I walked out because it was like, I just don't want to clean that up right now. So anyway, just a quick little benefit of my nice new CNC machine. So have a good day.